and welcome back to my channel. My name is Helen and today we're going to be making the new look N6659. A lovely simple skirt pattern that I picked up probably late last year, and I got it from East Coast Textiles along with the fabric that I'm going to make the skirt out of. If you've watched my fabric haul or any of my Q2 planning, you'll know about this skirt, and yeah, that's what we're going to make today. Fabric is this lovely aqua green sort of colored rayon with a little mini floral print on it. I love this fabric, it feels lovely, and I think it's going to make this skirt beautifully. So let's get started. I've gone ahead and cut out the pattern and the fabric, and once I've made my coffee, we can get started. And ironed in my pleats, which are just sitting here. You can't see them, but that was the first step of the pattern. I kind of got carried away and started without talking. So the first step is to iron in and sew down the pleats for the front section and then attach to the side front, but I'm just going to go with efficiency and iron down all the pleats first, then sew the extra pieces to the front and continue on from there. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, this fabric is not very forgiving for keeping even nice pleats, but I managed to get the first set in. Now I believe the next step is to add piece number 2 to piece number 1. I'm just going to baste across the top of the pleats just to keep them in place after I've pressed them. The name of the game with this fabric is going to be pressing again and again to make it all flat and lovely. I think with a less flowy fabric, this skirt would come together a lot faster, but I just can't give up a good rayon. It's so soft and lovely, so we're going to persevere. Down the next day, and I got a little bit stuck yesterday actually, because I think I may have made a mistake cutting out the pieces. So after I'd sewed down the pleats, the next step was to attach the side front piece to the front piece, and it kind of looks like when I match up where the darts are, it just doesn't look right, like the curve of the piece doesn't look right. So I may run into this problem that I haven't got a mirror image of the front and back. I've actually got like the same piece twice, if that makes sense. Yeah, that's a dilemma and a half. My desk is also a mess, so figuring that out has been chaotic. So I've got, this is meant to be the front. But when you look at the picture, so I've got slit on the right, and this kind of looks like slit on the left. I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense. The part with like the bigger gap between the pleats is meant to attach to the side. Oh, I don't know what I did. I'm just going to go ahead and sew these together with quite a long stitch length, and then see if when I hold it up that makes it make sense. I can't really do anything else at this point. I've already cut it, so just gotta figure it out. I really can't tell if I've done the right thing or not. It doesn't even make any sense. Also, A doesn't have the slit, so yeah, I kind of wanted it to, but whatever, that's fine. We can just move on from that. It's got pleats. I'm looking at this front arm. Yeah, I think these are the wrong way around. At least it kind of fits my waist. I was worried I was pleating it wrong, as in like taking too much up into the pleat. Okay, I think I'm just gonna sew the back and make sure that I make the mirror image of this, because ultimately, like, it doesn't matter if the skirt looks slightly different than the line drawing for now. Like, as long as they're mirror images and it's not like pleats on one side in the front and then pleats on the other side in the back, it should be fine. So I'm just gonna go ahead, do the back the same, and hopefully that works. Okay, I think I solved the problem. The fit should still be fine. I basically just made sure that when I sewed the back piece, which you can't really see, it's really hard to film this particular kind of pattern, but it's got the pleats on the right and the seam on the left, and then the front has the seam, the pleats on the left and the seam on the right. So when I put them right sides facing, they're like a mirror image of each other. So that's maybe not how it's meant to go. I wonder if the pleats are meant to be on the other side, but that's okay. It will work out fine. The next step, I believe, is to sew the side seams. Let me just check. It's to add the pocket on the one side. So it looks like the pocket goes on the pleated side. I'm not entirely sure I actually want a pocket in this, but I'm gonna do it anyway because, you know, pockets are usually a good thing. Once I've done the pocket, it's time to do the waistband. And the waistband's gonna be a whole thing because I had to get really creative with cutting it out. So we're just gonna eat the elephant one bite at a time. And the next bite is the pockets. Next time, I think I'm gonna try and make this out of maybe a cotton, or rayon's just so lovely, like it just feels so nice. Maybe a linen. I also want to explore making this high-waisted and elasticating the waist, like I mentioned, so that it's not a zipper anymore. So I've gone ahead and attached the pocket, and I'm thinking I might understitch this just that it stays to the inside really nicely. I want it to be kind of flat because pockets have the tendency to sort of make the shape of the skirt funny. So I'm gonna understitch it, attach the side seams together, and then see about attaching the waistband. I went ahead and understitched the pockets. So now I've got a front piece with the pleat details, which you can't really see. Well, sort of, I suppose. It's the pleat details, the other panel, and the pocket attached. And I've got a back that looks pretty much the same, but now it's time for me to make dinner, and I will pick this up again probably next weekend or sometime this week if I get some time. Alright, it's been a few days since I've worked on this skirt. I've actually done a few other projects, like this dress that's hanging here, and a couple of other bits and bobs. I just really needed to step away from it, honestly, and sometimes that happens with sewing projects. They just don't really go how you think they will. I thought it'd be like a really easy skirt to pull together, and I ended up just getting into such a twist about how to do stuff. I didn't have enough fabric, and it just didn't go how I wanted it to. So I'm up to the waistband, and this is a Frankenstein moment and a half, but luckily it's on the inside, so it doesn't really matter. One of the waistband pieces is made of 3 sections. It's not meant to be, I just didn't have enough fabric. I don't know how I didn't have enough fabric, but me in the store did terrible maths, so here we are. I just pieced it together from a few sections. I'm gonna put the pattern piece over it and just recut it. I've also interfaced it, dear Lord, interfaced it with pieces of interfacing. Again, I'm trying to use up some scraps. And then the other inside piece, so the front piece is 2 pieces when it should be on the fold, and then a couple of pieces of interfacing for that as well. So I'm gonna go and cut that back to the shape of the actual pattern piece to get sort of relatively accurate. And then I'm gonna go ahead and attach it to the skirt and continue on constructing the skirt. But yeah, I guess just coming in to say that, like, I always watch like people making projects and I think that I get this perception that I need to be able to sit down and make something in one go, like have continued interest in a project up until the point where it's finished and then be absolutely in love with every part of it. But the reality of sewing is sometimes you don't feel that way. You get to like a part of the project where I call it the ugly duckling phase, where you're like not really sure if it's going to work out how you want it to, but you persevere and it comes and turns out all right. So that's what I'm hoping is going to happen with this skirt, because if it does come out fitting and all that kind of jazz, it's going to look so cute and I'm so excited for it to work. If it doesn't work, we live and we learn, you know, we'll have to figure out, do some lessons learned of what went wrong, partially get enough fabric. But yeah, I'm going to push ahead with that and I'll take you along for the journey. Really all that's left is the waistband, the zip, and the hem, which doesn't sound like a lot, but is actually like probably the most tedious and particular parts of making garments like this. I'm not sure how much of it I'll film, to be honest. At this point, I'm relatively over this project, but I'll try and put some footage in and kind of take you through my thoughts at the end. Okay, let's make it. It's been so long that I even forgot I'd cut interfacing for it, so that was a waste of time. I didn't save anything. Okay. I think I'm gonna add interfacing to the section where the zip goes, just because this fabric has absolutely no structure whatsoever and I don't want it to have the tension pulling situation. I want to burn this skirt. It's so annoying. I think I put the waistband on upside down. What is going on with me? This is like a cursed project. I don't understand. It looks terrible. It's wobbly. I hate it. Am I gonna finish it? Yes. I'm gonna hem it and I'm gonna do my best not to make any more mistakes. But I'm so done. Like, this is one of those makes that's gonna end up in my cupboard for like 5 months before I even want to wear it again. Just so much has gone wrong. I don't even know. I guess here's the reveal. Skirt. I mean, I don't know. It's okay. It's just, I can't really pick. I just think it's really unflattering. I don't know. What do we think? I really don't like how it turned out. Like, it's really hard to see on camera, but I just did a bad job constructing it. Like, nothing's even. The waistband here is like this width and then it goes really skinny. I don't know. You know, sometimes things just don't work out. I've been adding a little ruching detail here. But yeah, I just don't like it. I don't know. Something about it doesn't feel good. Like, I thought maybe if I wore it a bit higher and like elasticated, maybe I would find that cuter. If I've got an elastic in the back, I could just make it tighter. And then like, I don't know. I mean, I guess I wanted to try a new style and I tried it and it's not for me. if you like this video, if you want to see more videos like this, I mean, hopefully there aren't that many videos where I make something I don't like, but if you want to see more sewing videos, please don't forget to like and subscribe. I upload new videos about once a month, and I'll see you in my next one.